Welcome to today's lecture on Green Chemistry Principle 12, Inherently Safer Chemistry for Accident Prevention. This principle focuses on minimizing the risk of chemical accidents such as leaks, explosions, and fires by careful design of substances and processes. The core concept of this principle is that the substances we use and the way we use them should be selected to reduce the potential for accidents. The goal is to make chemical processes inherently safer, rather than relying only on control measures. The main objective is to prevent accidents in chemical manufacturing and protect human life, property, and the environment. Why this principle matters? History has shown us the consequences of unsafe chemical practices. Like the Bhopal disaster in India and the Seveso chemical accident in Italy. The Bhopal gas tragedy is considered the world's worst industrial chemical accident and occurred on the night of December 2 to 3, 1984, in Bhopal, India, at the Union Carbide pesticide plant. A highly toxic gas, methyl isocyanate, leaked into the atmosphere due to poor safety systems and maintenance failures. Thousands of people died within a few days, and over 500,000 people were exposed to the poisonous gas. Victims suffered from severe respiratory problems, eye irritation, blindness, and long-term health complications. It exposed major issues of corporate negligence, inadequate safety measures, and weak industrial regulations. The Seveso disaster occurred on July 10, 1976. In Seveso, a town in northern Italy. It was caused by an accidental release of a highly toxic chemical called dioxin from the Ichmesa chemical plant. A toxic cloud spread over nearby residential areas, contaminating soil, vegetation, and buildings. Many residents were evacuated, and thousands of animals died or were slaughtered to prevent contamination of the food chain. People exposed to the chemicals suffered from health issues such as chloracne and other long-term effects. The accident led to increased awareness of industrial safety and resulted in stricter environmental regulations, including the Seveso Directive in the European Union. These incidents caused loss of life, long-term environmental damage, and major economic impacts. They highlight why safety must be built into chemical design. There are various strategies for safer chemistry. For example, first is to choose safer chemicals. Use chemicals that are stable, less toxic, and less likely to undergo dangerous reactions under normal conditions. Second is to avoid extreme conditions. That means minimize the use of high temperatures, high pressures, and other extreme conditions that increase the risk of explosions or runaway reactions. Third is safe process design. This means one should design systems that have strong containment to prevent leaks and spills. Systems that have built-in safety features and fail-safe mechanisms. Fourth is emergency preparedness. This means that a chemist should always be prepared to develop emergency response plans and ensure quick and effective action during accidents. Fifth is safe recycling practices. Recycling solvents for minimizing waste and economic reasons is in line with sustainable practices, but it is crucial to ensure that these practices do not inadvertently increase the risk of accidents. For example, recycling processes should be designed to minimize the potential for chemical exposure or reactions that could lead to hazardous situations. Sixth is to follow regulations. Adhering to safety regulations and industry best practices is essential for minimizing the risk of chemical accidents. Seventh, and the last, is continuous monitoring. This includes regular safety audits, training, and risk assessments which can help identify and mitigate potential hazards in chemical processes so as to take early corrective measures. The key takeaways from this principle are: to design safety into processes from the very beginning, to protect both people and the environment, to prevent accidents and supports sustainability. Inherently safer chemistry is not just about avoiding accidents, it's about designing systems where accidents are unlikely to occur in the first place. This is essential for a sustainable and responsible future in chemistry. Applying this principle leads to protection of human life and communities, reduced environmental contamination, lower economic losses and downtime, stronger safety culture and compliance, a more sustainable chemical industry.